Hello, Tim from Fair Play Now on the 8th of September 2023. So no video from me yesterday and it's the end of the week. I'm absolutely knackered. I've been caning it. I've been doing this great big project for my normal work, which is, well, I thought it was going to take a week. It's actually overrunning, so I've got a bit to do tomorrow and a bit to do on Monday morning as well. And then I've literally been coming home sort of knackered in the evening from that to just get straight on with the editing of all the Uprise and Shine videos I did last weekend. And that's been taking me up to, I don't know, sort of 10, 11 o'clock at night. So it's been a hectic one. So if you've tried contacting me and I haven't got back to you, please bear with me. With the Uprise and Shine videos, I've got the first few of them, about the first 4 I think it is, up on my website already, fairplaynow.net/must, so they're waiting for you, and I should be getting the next 2 or 3 up on there over the course of the weekend. So yeah, been very busy. And by the way, yes, this is the same shirt as I was wearing in my last video a couple of days ago, but don't worry, I've hardly worn it because of the hot weather. I've either been shirtless or when I've been out and about kind of wearing my work shirt. So this is about the first time I've worn this since I did that video a couple of days ago. So just to, in case you were worrying about that. Anyway, let's just run a scenario by you. This is something that kind of came to me and I want you to have a think about it. So just imagine you've driven into your local town, you've decided to go in there, maybe go to the bank to pay in some money or take some money out, do a bit of shopping, maybe go to that independent little cafe which takes cash, of course, to indulge in your favourite coffee there, maybe a bit of cake. And as you're parking up, you kind of know this little side street where you can sort of park up, where the parking is either free or doesn't cost too much. And as you're parking up and you're kind of getting some bits and pieces ready to get out of the car and everything, but you're still in the car, you notice a car sort of drawing just up the road slightly and across the way, and out pops sort of 3 or 4 very suspicious guys. They're putting on balaclavas. A couple of them are even sort of putting in what you sort of swear look like sawn off shotguns up into their sort of coats, out of sight, getting those out of the boot and doing that. And then they go off in the direction of the bank that you know is just up the way there, around the corner. So what would you do in that situation? You could call the police, but they might not get there in time. So you sort of decide, well, do you know what? I've got a toolbox in the back because I'm a tradesman, and I've got a Stanley knife in there, otherwise known as a craft knife if you're from abroad. And fortuitously, you've got a brand new blade in there, which you run out for just yesterday. So I'm labouring a couple of words there, so hopefully you know where I'm coming from. And then you get out of your car and you go over to this suspicious car and you slash the tyres, hopefully thereby thwarting their getaway, thwarting these robbers' evil plans, and hopefully ultimately defeating them and making sure they get apprehended and are brought to justice. So the question I'd ask you in that situation, is that action that you've taken justified? Because of course that what you've just done there is not legal. you've attacked someone else's property and done criminal damage to it. So does that make your actions right or not? It's a good question, isn't it? And I think you know where I'm coming from. At least if you live in London or probably most of the UK, there's certain actions going on against a certain person in London and what many people think are his evil plans. So yeah, just leave a comment in the comment section below whether you think that kind of action that I've just described is justifiable or not. Now, talking about this guy he thinks he's ruling the roost and all powerful in the city of London, or Greater London, should I say. The city of London is a whole different kettle of fish, of course. Sadiq Khan, the Mayor of London. Now, I know almost everybody in the freedom movement, never mind a vast amount of other people in the sort of world, certainly in the UK, absolutely detest the bloke. And I would like to ask, just how has that bloke ended up having so much power? He's got all of this power which affects people's livelihoods, their financial security even, sort of their finances. Where is that justified? How is that justified? These people, someone like the Mayor of London should just be an administrator. He should be sort of making sure that the bins are emptied on time every week in an efficient and cost-effective manner. He should be making sure that the museums are accessible to everybody and sort of keeping on top of things and making their sort of their displays sort of really interesting. He should be making sure that people, tourists from other countries, come to London rather than Paris or Rome, for instance. Making sure that initiatives are in place to make London really attractive. He should be making sure that the well-being of Londoners are looked after. Maybe planning events and festivals in Hyde Park and all the rest of the parks that are going to make the lives of Londoners sort of nicer, basically, easier, more benefit to everybody. He shouldn't be having the power to make decisions which are going to basically ruin a lot of people's lives, ruin their livelihoods, ruin their businesses. And how on earth did he get so much power? And that is just absolutely detestable. And where does he go off? Sort of thinking that he can do consultations, he can be told loud and clear by the London populace that they definitely do not want a certain thing to happen, and then he just goes ahead with it anyway, undemocratically. And this is circling back to what I was saying at the start about criminals. Surely he's got to be breaking some law somewhere by kind of not or ignoring a consultation and just pressing ahead with plans even though it's obvious he hasn't got the support of the people. There's got to be some law being broken there. There's got to be some criminal activity going on his part. And surely, at the very least, he is going against the principles of democracy, isn't he? So, again, leave a comment in the comment section below. I know many people will have very sort of, very ripe things to say about that bloke. Just to finish off on a bit more of an uplifting note, there's quite a few things going on. I'm really busy at the moment as far as freedom stuff's concerned, freedom movement stuff's concerned. Of course, I had all of this Uprise and Shine event last weekend. This weekend's looking very busy indeed. We've got something called the Reigate Super Stand sort of happening in Reigate, Priory Park in Reigate, starting from midday and going on from there. So we've got that. We've got something called the Merfest, if you're in Sussex, going on in, I can't remember if it was Lower Beeding or Upper Beeding, but I'll leave the postcode and the details under here as I'm talking. So that's going to be a music festival and stalls, I think, and all sorts going on. So that may well be worth going along. One of the guys from Crawley Stand at the Park actually organises that every year. And then next weekend we've got the Black Country Living Museum meet-up going on. We're going to meet in the main foyer of the museum, kind of 10:30 for 11 o'clock kind of thing. Hopefully there's going to be a good number of us there, and we can just go around enjoying the museum, enjoying the company of like-minded people, and it's going to be a totally free and easy thing. If you want to go off and do your own thing for a couple of hours and then come back and sort of mix with us again, that's totally down to you. Just feel free to turn up and then do what you would like to do. And then the week after that, the 23rd of September, that's another London shopping trip, as I like to call them, sort of going on. An event in London. I'm sure many or even most people who watch these videos have either know about them or have been on them. All of these wonderful events that have been going on for sort of 3+ years and just been growing in size. There's going to be another one of those. I think there's going to be a little London walk around meeting in Hyde Park, Speaker's Corner. I think it's 1 p.m. I'll confirm that again below here, but I'm pretty sure it's Speaker's Corner, Hyde Park, 1 p.m. and we're going to have a little walk around central London. Always very, very interesting and entertaining, and I've got a feeling that this one is going to be a decent sized one, what with everything going on, the various rumours, etc. I've got a feeling this one might be a little bit better attended than the last ones. We haven't had one really, not a proper one anyway, for a few months, so I think many people like me who are getting withdrawal symptoms will just turn up for just for the enjoyment of it alone. But I'll be going on the 23rd of September, so just to give you a heads up on that one, and greatly looking forward to that. And I'm sure as we go into autumn there's going to be a lot more things going on after that. So going to leave it there. Been talking for a little while now, so going to sort of leave it, and I'll be back either tomorrow or Sunday, some stage over the weekend anyway. Tim from Fair Play Now, thanks for watching.